Hi YouTube. I'll bet you wonder where I've been. Well, been right here. I am just outside of Brockport, New York, which is right over there. You see that tall building? That's the one of the dormitories for the State College here. And I am right along the Barge Canal. Seen a lot. If you've been watching on checking me out on Instagram, you would have seen some pictures of some canal boats and stuff like that here. It's a nice spot. I'm basically at a trailhead here for the Empire State Trail. Let me show you the map over here. They got a nice little spot here, place to lock your bike or whatever, bicycle tools. And I'm here. They don't show, Brockport, Holly's just down the road. County line is right here. This is Orleans County, Monroe County. Hamlin Beach State Park. I could go up there camping if I wanted, but why pay when it's free? But this is the New York State Trails, Empire State Trail. It actually goes all the way up here from the border with Canada and Rouse's Point. You can come out, take it all the way down to New York City along the Hudson Valley, or this branch is along they call it the Erie Canal Way. This is actually where the Erie Canal was before they deepened it back in the late 1800s, I think, and became the Barge Canal. I grew up near here. The big thing was watching the barges go by. Every town has a lift bridge that's at the street level, or and when the big boats come along, periodically they will raise it up so the boats can come underneath. All right, so this is where I am. I have been visited for wellness checks a few times. I think there's a busybody here in town who didn't like me being parked here, although there is no sign that says I can't. And I am technically within the village of Brockport. I'm right on the edge. The other side of that bridge there, that road, that is not the village. So first thing, 3 village cops showed up. Talked to them, I got nothing to hide. And they said it was a wellness check, just wanted to make sure I was okay, and typical excuses. And I chatted with them a while, gave my card. Maybe they're watching my YouTube channels. If so, hi guys. Couple days later, I had a sheriff showed up. And my theory is that the village cops didn't chase me off, so they stick the Monroe County sheriffs on me. Those guys, they were cool, Again, I'm not going to try to make enemies, so they wanted my ID. Here you go. Check me out. I got nothing to hide. Talked to one of them. He was asking about, my travels and all that. And then they came back. They talked about it. Said, well, I'm in a trailhead. There's nothing says I can't be here. So they were okay with it. And so that didn't work for the busybody, I guess. This is my theory. I have no proof. Then the code enforcement officer showed up. He's a real nice guy. And he said right off in the beginning, he's like, I got no authority for this. I'm a building inspector. But what it was is somebody called some of the town board members, and the town board members said, who can we send? And they sent this guy. We talked, explained it. He told me this is actually, technically, this is state land. I'm sort of been surprised that they haven't upped it to the troopers yet, but the troopers probably said there's no reason. If that person called them, there's no reason to come over here. Now, I have had, at night, I've seen a cop car or two, pull in, look at the bus, pull away. They didn't knock on the door or anything. I think I opened the curtain, gave him a wave. So I think they just figured, oh, he's fine, he's alive, we'll keep going. And I've been in and out of here, but again, they aren't watching me. So anyway, so that's where I am. Met some nice people, why not? He said town's 1.5 miles away. There's a really good place if you're ever in the area. Go to Jimmy Z's. get their version of a garbage plate. For those who have never been to the Rochester area, garbage plate, traditionally, the kind I like, macaroni salad, home fries, I get a cheeseburger on top, you can get hot dogs or whatever. Hot sauce over the whole thing, so it all sort of melds together. It's a Rochester traditional food, and you can't find it anywhere else. And it's a good one. That one, the hot sauce isn't really super hot, but it's tasty. So anyway, as you may notice, it's a little gray. We've had a few days over the last week or so where, I mean, it's gonna rain. It's coming this way. This is out west, is coming off of Lake Erie, picks up a lot of moisture. Wintertime, that's what gets you your lake effect snow, which is one of the things I run away from. So, I've upgraded the batteries up to lithium batteries, and last year, this is my first real test on them, and they've been doing real well. Turns out my biggest draw is the refrigerator. I only plug the laptop in when I'm watching stuff, so it doesn't totally drain out. Parasitic lights here and there for the USB ports and stuff, they don't draw anything as far as amperage, like 0.0 something amps. I charging up the Kindle and charging up my phone. I have lights on when I'm eating or reading a book. Reading my Kindle, a lot of times I'll turn on the lowest power light just to have ambient light. Anyway, so here we are. I tend to use, I have 420 amp hours, and I'll use about 10%. According to my battery monitor, it drops about 10% per day. With the gray days like this, it might only make up 8%. So over the course of the last week, it slowly got down. So I woke up this morning, it was at 27%. So this gives me a good excuse to try out my new generator. I bought it last spring, haven't used it. Mainly I got it for running power tools and such, but it also backs up as powering things up. So this is what I got, the Predator 3500. Right now I'm 5 feet away. It's very quiet. I've got it in here this winter. The exhaust is out this side, so this winter I'm going to pop a hole through the back to put an exhaust in so I can actually have that. Right now I pulled it out so there's room for the air to get around. Nothing in here that raining's gonna hurt really. So, but this is how loud it is out here. If I just step back, you know, I get, now granted, I'm half deaf on a good day, but I'm like, what, 15 feet away? I'm halfway down the bus. I can barely hear it. So let's go on inside and get an idea of what it's like. Hi, Cammy. So inside, up here in the front, I can hear a little bit of a rumble. To get an idea here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. When I started this thing up, it was at 27%, and that was 10 minutes ago, and now it's up to 29. Between the generator and the solar, I'm bringing in 600 watts of power. So I'm going to see how long this generator goes. If I hit 100% before it runs out of fuel, that'd be cool, but we'll see. But as I step back here, I get into the bedroom. It's right on the other side. It's on the other side of the bed, right? It's on the other side of the wall, so it's a little louder. And I get back in here, and you know, the wall, everything's vibrating against the wall. So this wall in the bathroom, this is probably the loudest. It's louder in here than it is outside next to the thing. So anyway, That's what's been going on. And you know, this is mid-October, so you may be wondering, like, why am I still here? Long story, short. I mean, you saw me do the ice cream tour with my grandson early in August, into late August, class reunion and all that, and I stuck around. I had a niece getting married on the 3rd. My grandson's birthday was the 2nd of October, and I got a tattoo enlarged over here. You'll see that in some video. But I also had a cap fall off, so I found a dentist to do that. It was going to take 2 weeks to get that. They found out I had a couple of teeth that they said should be yanked out. They forgot to tell me to stop taking the blood thinners, so when I showed up to have the teeth yanked out, they couldn't do it. Luckily, the crown had already come back in, so we put the crown in, and I'm just going to keep an eye on them. If they start to hurt, then I'll find a dentist and we'll deal with it then. Otherwise, I'll be back here next year. So that's why I'm still here. It's going to get cold, but it's not going to snow, I hope. It's not going to get that cold. So I'll be leaving here, hopefully. Oh yeah, and I've had a little problem with a bus. While we were on the tour, it was chugging. We thought we got that all fixed out. Turns out not. So I'm waiting for a part. The mechanic who works on it, he's on vacation until Tuesday. So hopefully Wednesday he'll get that fixed and I can get on the road and head south. I'm gonna head to Missouri. Gotta head to my friend Dakota's, and she's bought some land, doing a little, trying to do some homesteading, minimal tools. I happen to have a bunch of tools and the knowledge on how to use them and the ones she's got. Oh look, a sheriff just pulled in. So the yeah, that's it. I'm gonna head down there and help her out for a bit, and then I'm gonna head to out west. So I'll go say hi to the sheriff. Maybe it's one of the guys stopped before. Hey. Yeah, he was a nice guy. Turns out he's on extended duty, something, a little extra money, go along, stop at each spot along the canal through the county, jot down that there's one vehicle, you know, that kind of stuff. Periodic checks, and which is good. You know, like I said, the wellness checks, I always tell those guys, hey, I'm an old guy. Someday a wellness check might be important to me. So yeah, I don't see, if you come out smiling, say hello, nothing to hide, you know, you're good. I've never had a bad interaction with the cops since I've been 5 years on the road in this bus. So they're, you know, usually a lot of them just be curious as to what I've got and where have I been and what a cool bus. And I wish, you know, most of them say they wish they were me, and I encourage them to do it. So anyway, that's it. That's a little bit of where I've been and where I'm going. And, you know, I'll be out in Ehrenberg sometime in November and through most of the winter. So if you're in the area, stop in. I'll be there hanging out, probably helping a few people. So I'll see you all on the I'll come back. I'll let you know how fast the battery's charged up. They said they went in 1:15, and it's, like I said, 15 minutes later it was up a little bit. So I'll be right back. I'll let you know how it goes. Well, this is looking promising. We got we're up to 58. Still pumping in 517 watts. Now we're 3 hours in, so it's gone from 27%. So it's up 31% in 3 hours. So I'm gaining about 10% an hour. That's cool. And I just checked the fuel, and I've used about 1/3 of a tank full to get that. So not bad. Let's keep this going. Well, there we go, 100%. At just 6 hours in. Weird, 5 hours in it was at 77%, and then boom, within an hour it jumped up. So anyway, it's good to know that my generator will charge the batteries up rather quickly, and worked great. Only problem I had is I need to seal up between the garage where the generator is and the rest of the bus, because my carbon monoxide detector went off early. I opened up a couple windows, turned the fan on up here, blowing air in, and turned the fan in the back, sucking the air out. Opened up a couple of windows, even though it's a little chilly out today. Got the air flushed out. It's been fine since then. So when I get out to the desert, I will spend a little time with some caulk and some trim work that I just never got to really seal that up from the rest of the bus. So, but all in all, I'm happy. So anyway, see you down the road, my friends, and be safe.